Okay, guys, the last part was C part, B part, uh, how to find mass. So with the help of this formula, F is equal to M is equal to F by A. So with the help of this formula, you can find the mass Vu. First, you need to find the magnitude of force. Magnitude of force, we have formula Fx square plus Fy square under the root, and acceleration is given. Now, third one. Uh, Third one is C part. If the object is initially at rest, what are the velocity component of object after 10 seconds? So we need final velocity after 10 seconds, and then we need their components, x component and y components. So how to find components? So I can solve here. Velocity component. First of all, how to find final velocity? So with the help of formula, Vf is equal to Vi plus At, we can find the final velocity. We are given that initially at rest, so Vi is 0, acceleration is given, and time is 10 seconds. So we have Vi 0 plus At, acceleration is 3.75, 3.75 multiply with t, where t is 10. So it means 37.5. Final velocity is equal to 37.5 meter per second. Vf. Now, how to find component of Vf? We know angle and we know Vf. So again, for x component, Vf x is equal to Vf into cosine theta. Vf y is equal to Vf into sine theta. So you can find a component of Vf. Vf along x-axis and Vf along y-axis, where Vf along x-axis is equal to Vf and cosine of angle. Angle was, I think, 181, this one. So find out, because Vf is equal to last one, 37.5. So simply you can write 37, 37.5 into cosine of, you can say, 181. How to find Vfy? So same you can find with the help of formula Vf into sine 181. Correct? So you can find this video. What is last one? Last part is speed after 10 seconds. So we need to find speed. So for speed, you need what? You need absolute value of velocity. We have velocity two components, Vfx and Vfy. So same formula, V is equal to Vfx square plus Vfy square. And you can also find direction from what? From the tangent formula. Tangent inverse is equal to Vfy and Vfx. Okay, great. This one is complete. Now we have this example. I will upload the solution of this example, but let me discuss something with you, that how to solve this question. Let's suppose this one is a hockey ball. Uh, Okay, two forces are apply on this one. A hockey puck having a mass 0.3 kg slide on the horizontal frictional surface. Two hockey sticks strike the pucks simultaneously, exerting forces on the pucks. The force F1 has magnitude of what? This is magnitude 5 Newton, and the force F2 is the magnitude 8. And also you can see angles are there here. This one 20 degree and 60 degree. We need what? We need to determine the magnitude in the direction of acceleration. How to find magnitude and direction? Force given, we need to find mass is also given, force is also given, but you need to find what? Acceleration. Same we need to use formula F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. But before this one, we need to find sum of all forces. How to find sum of all forces? The magnitude of force. So we need to resolve these two forces and components. For F1, you can see here, this is 5 Newton, F2 is equal to 8. Okay, theta, yeah, angle for second one is 60 degree. But what about first one? So theta for first one is, this is minus 20, not plus 1. So minus 20. Correct? This direction angle considered positive, and this direction, yeah, clockwise will be negative. So you can see here this is minus 20, but this one is plus 60.
So if we get it 340, is it also correct? 340.
Yes, again.
I mean, is minus 20 degree equal to 340 or 340 degree?
Uh, Cosine of, yes, you are correct. 360 minus 20 equal to what? 340. Yes, you're correct. So this angle is 340. Starting from here, correct? So this angle, this one, is 340 degree. 340 degree and minus 20, these are same. Give you same video. Okay, so first of all, we need to find component of x-axis. For example, force is, yeah, force x component, and force, there are two forces, so 4y component. Like if 1x component of first 4 along x-axis and component of 2 along x-axis. Same, f1y plus f2y. So how to find f1x and f1y? So if you draw a straight line, yeah, vertical line from f2, this side is vertical component fy, and this horizontal side is fx component, yeah, f2x component. Correct?
F
So
times cosine of theta.
yes, excellent. So we can say that f2x is f,
Fy we have this.
correct. So cosine of 60 degree f2. Same, how to find this one? So you need to draw a line from here. So again there are two components. Correct? One is horizontal component and vertical component. But in first force, you need to take minus theta, like f1 cosine minus 20 and f2 f1 y is equal to f1 sine minus 20 degree. So you need to find minus degree, correct? Minus 20 degree. So when you find fx and fy, so then you need to find what? Then you need to find f magnitude. How to find f magnitude? You can find fx square with the help of this formula, fx square plus fy square. When you find magnitude of F and you have mass, where mass is given, you can see here 0.3. So you can easily find acceleration. How to find acceleration? Acceleration is equal to F divided by M, where let's suppose F is any value like X. So if you divide X by what? By mass, and mass is 0.3. So in this case, you can find what? You can find the magnitude of A. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Could you please explain this part again?
Okay, which part? First part, second part, which one?
Second part.
Okay, again from first, two forces are given, you can see here. So you need to find f of x and f of y. So with the help of drawing straight line, vertical line, you can find f of x and f of y. So for example, f of x is equal to f1x and f2x. F of y is equal to f1y plus f2y. One component from f1 and one component is from f2. So if we have fy and f1 y and sorry fx component and fy component, squaring these two will give you magnitude of force. Let's suppose magnitude of force is x. X means any value. Then from formula you can see here that F is equal to ma, A is equal to F divided by m. If you find F from this formula, this is x, and what is the value of m? M is also given in this question. In first line you can see this one 0.3. So x divided by 0.3 you can find the value of acceleration. X divided by 0.3 is acceleration. Correct? And same you can
Yeah,
find.
thank you, Professor.
Okay, yeah. So you can find acceleration direction. How you can find? You can find with the help of Fy and Fx. Tangent inverse is equal to Fy divided by x, Fx. So this will give you the direction of acceleration as well. Clear? Okay, okay. Just give me 4-5 minutes more. So there are some questions you need to try this one, and you can try this one as well, but I will also upload the solution of these one. After this class you will receive the solution of examples and also their videos. Weight and gravitational force, actually you know that what is weight and mass, difference between mass and weight. So mass and weight, any one of you, difference between mass and weight?
Yes, Professor. I think weight is based on the uh, Earth's gravity force, but mass is without the Earth's gravity force. So for example, mass is constant in every place, but the weight changes by the distance from the weight from the Earth.
Great, great, excellent, excellent. Actually, mass and weight. Mass is quantity of matter in a body. Yeah, quantity of matter in a substance is called what? Mass. What is weight? Weight is force. For example, if you have a shopper, inside shopper there are 10 books. So these 10 books, these are actually mass, quantity of books, quantity of matter in a body. Correct? That one is called mass. What is weight? Weight is a force with which Earth attracts a body toward its center. So the Earth attracts that shopper full of books. That force is called weight of that body. Weight, if you are moving toward the center of Earth, so weight is decreasing. Gravitational force is decreasing. But if you are moving away from Earth's surface, center of Earth, so weight is okay. This one is decreasing. Yes. No, towards center increasing, away from the center, so decreasing. One thing. Second thing, mass remain constant everywhere. Mass is mass, but weight is decreasing. Mass of a body on the surface of Earth, weight of a body on the surface of Earth as compared to, if you compare that one with the surface of Moon, so it will decrease by 1/6 part. Like for example, weight of a body on the surface of Earth is 72. So the weight of that body on the surface of Moon will be only 12. So it will decrease by 6, 1/6 factor. It means you need to divide by 1/6. Correct? Okay, mass in, yeah.
I think